Hi, my name is Quanasia. Welcome to my book corner. Now, let me say this again. If you have not read this series, I would recommend you go read it first and then come back to the video so you can really know what I'm talking about. Because I don't want you to watch this and then be like, oh, damn, now I know the whole book and now I don't have to read it. Go ahead and read it, okay? We're now into the second series that I've read of Gray Huffington. I haven't read the whole series yet. Let me not say that. We're now on the second series, okay? And this series is Berkeley Bred. Let me say that again. That's a tongue tie. Berkeley Bred, okay? The book is Malachi. This is the first book we're talking about, Malachi. Okay, boom. If you are the type of person like I was that would skip everything and just go to chapter 1, I would recommend you read the prologue, basically. It's very long. Okay, it could have been chapter 1. I said this about the last one, but it could have been a chapter 1. However, I understood it more because I feel like if you don't read the beginning before chapter 1, you're going to go into the book reading chapter 1 and be in confusion, because that's what happened to me when I read chemistry. I was in confusion. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But then I read Malachi from the beginning, and if I hadn't have read the beginning first, I would have been in confusion who Anna was, because I would have been like, who's Anna? Honestly, it did say like Anna was his wife, because he does say it in the chapters, but I wouldn't have to figure that out because I read it in the beginning. Okay, so go and start the book from the beginning. Don't just pass over the beginning and go to the chapters. Go directly to the beginning and read it and then get to the chapters. Okay. Anyways, number one, first things first, I was in confusion. Is she Anna? You know what it took me back to? It took me back to chemistry and how Miss Girl was the Fed. Like, was Anna a spy or something and they tried to knock her off, and the friend Hank knew who she was and he was trying to knock her off to protect his friend, and she ended up not dying and she came back to life. She just didn't remember her stage name. She remembered her real name and her real parents, and the parents that he think was Anna's parents isn't really her real parents. Those just fellow spies. Because that's what I was thinking, because that's what only made sense. Like, I guess if you was trying to make it like, paranormal, spiritual, okay, but it still wasn't giving me spiritual. It was giving me that was Anna and she just didn't remember her stage name. Okay, that's what it was giving me. Like, what was the other one? Eden. Eden was her stage name, but her real name was Egypt, and she was the Fed. That's what it's giving me. Like, Air's real name is Air, but her stage name was Anna. So, and then the little girl knew exactly. Oh, was she a twin? Did she have a twin she ain't know nothing about, and they was split up at birth? Like, does the next book, which is Milo, I think, does he in that book does it further explain who the hell Anna is? Because y'all making it seem like she just a ghost, or somebody took her brain and put it into somebody new, and here she come 2 years later. And the fact that they both went and had something traumatic happen that same day. I feel like they're telling her that she was in a car accident, but she doesn't ever say she remembers the car accident. She remembers everything from Anna's memory. So was she really in a car accident? Is dumb people really her parents? Or is the real parents the ones that had the baby, Aussie? Is the real parents the ones that had Aussie, and the fake parents are the ones that had Air for a couple of months and had her believing that she was in a car accident when she really wasn't in a car accident? You get what I'm saying? That's my theory. That is my theory. I also enjoyed Malachi. Okay. He was very broken. He was a very broken man. I feel like in these books, okay, you know how I said chemistry, that book was given very sterile love? I feel like everybody, every sibling, okay, all the siblings is given very much, they were born and raised in the laboratory, because it's just given like they're missing emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving, when you read the books, like fantasy books, and they be like, oh, I'm a Omega that was born and raised in a lab, and I don't know anything about emotion or anything like that. And they're just very sterile. They're just very robotic. That's what it's giving. Like the whole family is giving robot. It's giving, they don't know emotion. It's given, they only see grayscale. They don't see colors until they meet their person. But the person also only see grayscale. And then it's like they're teaching the babies to also see grayscale. Like, okay, you can have a little emotion, but you got to push those emotions to the side. Like they're teaching their children to be exactly like them and only see in what? Grayscale. That's what it's giving. It's giving everybody only sees in grayscale except for the parents. It seems like the daddy, Richie, and the mama, Rhea, and the other mama, I forgot her name. I think her name was Selena or something. Charlotte, I forgot her name. And Malachi and daddy. It's giving. Also, I was in confusion because did both parents die? And then he calls this one guy dad. Is that dad, granddad? Like maybe I was skipping lines or something, but I was in confusion. Who the daddy? I thought you said both parents died. Or is you talking to a ghost? Like that's what I was in confusion about. Maybe I missed some lines. If y'all read this book before, tell me, is the daddy dead? Because I know the mama dead, because that's why chemistry is slightly traumatized. But I feel like he was traumatized since birth because he is sterile. They're robotic. That's how they were born and raised, to be robots, to be a part of this cult, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a cult, child. And they raising the next generation to be the same, even though it's only 2 kids in the next generation, because chemistry child, oh, that's a lie. Chemistry had a baby, and then then they had a second baby, and then Rugger had a baby. So that's 3 kids from that side, and then Malachi got Aussie, and that's 4 kids. So the next generation, they're teaching them to be robots like them, because it's giving very no emotional, bitch, no emotion at all, none whatsoever, just 0 emotion. Get through the kill and then go about your business. The only emotion they can show is they know how to eat coochie, and they know how to suck dick, and they know how to fuck. That's what it's giving. It's not giving like the vibes, like even reading Rugger, her first time, she not knowing what love was, or very much, or really experiencing love for the first time and being in confusion about it. That's showing you how they was raised. And yeah, they had love and respect for their father, but like, was it really love and respect? Because it was kind of giving creepy. I'm not going to hold you. Listen. Anyways, so then boom, he finds out what was really annoying me about, what's her name? Air, was she was getting flashbacks, okay, of this lady. Why didn't they think this is probably actually Anna? And the only reason she has slight differences is because she herself wasn't, and she said it to him, but she herself wasn't the stage name Anna. She was her true self, Air. Okay, she no longer was playing the spy. She was the real Air. She just didn't realize at one point in time she was the spy. Okay, and I feel like that friend, Jane, whatever the fuck, her cousin, that bitch isn't really she a doctor, but she's also a doctor in the Fed. Okay, like it's giving, yeah, they sent her back to that man to get more information. That's what it's giving. But yeah, everybody's seen that she looks exactly like this lady, and nobody was like, oh, that's Anna, and didn't second guess it, because literally, well, this is probably before chemistry found out about, this is probably before chemistry found Eden or / Egypt. So maybe they didn't think anything about it, but I wonder if they did think something about it. Well, it's a book, bitch. But anyways, maybe that's why chemistry was like, bitch, I already knew. Hold on, y'all. Okay, maybe that was why chemistry was like, girl, I already knew who you was. I already knew your name was Egypt, and your mama, and your friend. Like, I already knew everything about you because of the situation with Air / Anna. Because it's like, You automatically went to go kill Hank, which I understand because he killed your wife and you was upset and he killed your wife in front of your daughter. However, y'all didn't bat an eye and second guess and look at Anna again or Air and be like, bitch, what else you not telling? Because you know how she said, you don't know the real her when she be at home crying and carrying on and her real self when you're not around. He didn't say, that's an interesting thing to say, because that's what I would have said. That's an interesting thing to say. So you the real person. Air is the real person. Anna is the stage name for the fact. That's what is going on in my head after reading the Grey List. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Malachi goes off and kills Hank and all of that. So what if Hank found the information that, okay, bitch, this don't make no sense. She's moving a little, so let me do some research. Let me do some research into her background. And he finds her background and realize this heifer is working for them people that's going against the cult. So I got to get rid of her immediately. And he got rid of her. And what if that friend sitting here talking about something? Oh, he been jealous of you this whole time. What if Hank, his name is Hank. What if that nigga that was Willie, who said he was working under him and he was trying to get information, what if Willie was working with the feds and Willie was the one who, or Willie and Hank worked together and Willie was sitting here acting like he didn't know him or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Child, let me read Milo. Maybe I'll get some information from there, but we probably won't. Okay, so I'm now reading Milo. I don't know if you can hear me. Listen, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm reading Milo, Berkeley, Bred, book 2, okay? Now, when I said I wanted sex scenes, this is what I meant when I said I wanted sex scenes, okay? The detail, okay? Just nasty. Gray Huffington, you understood the assignment. You get me? And I like this second book already a little bit better than Malachi, which was the first one. But anyways, Miss Girl Nature. Okay, at first I was upset with the name, but it's grown on me. Nature, I enjoy Nature, okay? Let me not say I enjoy Nature. Let me take that out. Nature, just go get your man and shut the hell up, okay? You done sat there, let him fuck your brains out, and then got you pregnant. Just go and get that man. Why is you over here acting like, I don't want to be with him? He hurt you 10,000 years ago. Okay, I get it. Now y'all grown. He hurt you when you both of you were children. Now y'all are grown adults, okay? You finna have this man baby. You know you want to slide back on that knob. Please stop playing. This is your husband, okay? Your father ain't shit. That don't mean he ain't gonna be shit, okay? We get it, girl. We get it. You're hurt. But this is your husband, okay? All right. So Nature finally, her friend talks her into expressing her feelings to Milo. So she decides, let me just go visit this man's house and finally tell him that I love him and I want to start over with him. She gets to his house, knocks on his door. He takes a few minutes. She's thinking about leaving. He finally opens the door. He ain't got no shirt on. She's like, okay, that's weird, but let me continue expressing my feelings to him. She continues to express her feelings to him. Just for him to have just been or about to fuck around with somebody else. And it was kind of giving, damn, I should have listened to myself and not let my friend talk me into saying anything to this man. I should have never even got pregnant by him. And let me just go on home. That's it. And yeah. She didn't even see that his car wasn't the only car in the parking lot, in his front yard. Where was it? In the driveway, excuse me. My heart hurts for her. Because it's kind of like, hold on, let me turn this off. It's kind of like you wanting to tell this man you love him, and you finally get the courage, even after he done, I just told her to get over it in the last clip, didn't I? Just for him to, I mean, they're not together, so she can't really be upset that he's messing around. But you just told her not too long ago that you want to be with her and blah, blah, blah. Just for you to still be doing the same shit, I guess. I mean, you can't expect somebody to be waiting for you, but dang. Let me continue, y'all. One thing about Malachi, he's gonna say a word every fucking time. He is going to say a word. Let me read y'all this paragraph. And I would love it if my husband said this about me. The way Malachi talks about air is just so profound and just so beautiful. Like, he absolutely loved this lady. I'm gonna say Air, aka Anna, because I think they're one and the same, but that's neither here nor there. So let me read it to you. There isn't a person on this planet I think is capable of what my wife is capable of. She carries the weight graciously. The magnitude of her influence in my world is just unimaginable, Milo. I run to her, I cling to her. She is my altar. There's nothing she can't handle when it comes to me. Her strength is intangible. That right there, oof, oof, oof. The paragraph before this is, but then Air picked my shit up and turned it all the way around. That's the power of love. That's the power of a woman. A woman is the strongest creature ever produced. Nothing tops that creation. God did his big shit, bro. Air came in, rummaged through the debris, and helped me locate parts of me I long ago forgotten. She lifted me, she lit me, refusing to leave me in the darkness. She healed me. Oh my gosh, a word. Listen, Gray. Listen, Gray. Wow, a word. Do you hear me? She lifted me, she lit me, refusing to leave me in the darkness. She healed me. Gray. Gray. Oh my gosh. Let me say that again. She lifted me, she lit me. Refusing to leave me in the darkness, she healed me. God's greatest gift to earth is a woman. You hear me? Ooh, child. Gray. This right here, so good. So fucking good. Malachi trying to get Milo together. And I hope Milo gets his shit together. Because he's finna lose nature for real, for real. Like, you probably only gonna see this lady when it's time to do handovers, okay? That's how much you fucking up, sir. And Malachi is trying to express to you, okay, what type of woman that he's married and what type of woman that you would have if you set your nasty ass down and stop slinging dick. That's my favorite line. She lifted me, she lit me, refusing to leave me in the darkness. She healed me. Y'all. Gray just, she be writing her shit. You know, like, the sex scenes be so detailed, yet tastefully, right? It's not giving nasty. Well, it do be giving nasty, because when she be like, they be spitting on it, child. But then she comes around, like, right behind that nastiness with some profound shit, like some, like, wow. If my husband don't say some shit like that about me, oh baby, me and him is finna fight. Period. Oh my gosh. Her strength is intangible. She is my altar. Whoo, child, this man love him some air, aka Anlin. Yeah. Glacier's crazy ass ex-boyfriend Nelson, who happened to be working for Makai, finds her at her job, assaults her coworker, assaults her patient. The doctor and the patient had to knock this nigga out. Makai then waits for him to get out of jail because the cops came to pick his ass up while he was knocked out. Makai waits for him to get out of jail with his 2 pit bulls. I'm guessing that's what they were. That's what they are. I didn't really read the description of what the dogs were. They had to be some type of pit bull, German Shepherd, something. Okay. But I'm feeling pit bullish. That's neither here nor there. The dogs, he waits for him. He's like, oh, boss, let me explain. After he already told you, leave this lady alone. But that's neither here nor there. The dogs bite his ass up. Makai basically tells him, everything that you have, bitch, I took. There's nothing, you don't got nothing left because you messed with my woman. And that's like messing with my money. And I don't play that shit. Child. He choking up Glacier. Glacier had marks on her throat. Child. See, you clearly just didn't want to be on this earth any longer. You could have just said that. Now, you finna be hurt 10 times worse than what you thought you was gonna be hurt. Why would you go after that man, girlfriend, to go about, oh, this your payback? This your payback? Does he know I made you? How did you make her, sir? Please. And Mercer's like, Makai, like, don't do this. Mercer's the older brother, I think. Makai, don't do this. Like, I don't want to see you go down like this. And Makai's like, I bet. Crazy. Listen. If it was me, say no more. He would have been gone. Little Nelson would have been gone. Matter of fact, I would have had somebody up in the jail do a little zink zink. You feel me? All right, bye. So Nelson tried to off Glacier. And instead of Makai staying next to Glacier to make sure she's okay, he decides, I need to go handle him and I can't be in your life until he's handled. Some way, somehow, he ends up getting his ass in prison. So now he's sitting in prison in this part of the book. And Kim goes to visit him. And he either intentionally went into prison so that he could find Nelson to off him. That's what it sounds like. But still, sir, that lady needs you and you over here acting a damn fool. You in prison? Wasting valuable time. You should have offed him when you had the chance. But you was playing. Talking about it was for Glacier. No, it wasn't for Glacier at all. Get it together, sir. So, if you ever read Twilight, how Edward left Bella and how much in despair she was for those couple of months, then you understand how Glacier feels when Makai goes to jail. So she goes to visit him and he tells her like, go home and don't come back, and hangs up on her while she's in the visit at the jail. And then he asks Mercer to come and bring Midnight and Ghost. I think that's what the dogs' names are. And then told her she needs to relocate and nobody is to know where she goes and where her new location is to be, so that he can't find her until he finishes what needs to be done. And this poor girl, like, he knows she doesn't deserve it, but I feel like, why are you putting her through it though? Like, that's not fair. So Mercer is basically like, girl, like, he wants you to have the dogs, and you need to pack up everything you need to pack up, and you need to move, and you need to get out of Berkeley. And she's like, no, like, I don't want to leave him. And Mercer is just like, you need to. There's no other choice basically given. You have to do it. Like, and it's just so sad. Like, why? First of all, why the name Mercer? But that's neither here nor there. It's for her safety, apparently. Anyways, y'all, Nelson was trying to run her off the road because she found out that he has HIV. Does the best friend that started fucking him and possibly pregnant by him know this? Lord, I hope she okay. What the hell? And not only that, but he like men's. Well, he's bisexual. There's nothing wrong with being bisexual. And she was pregnant by him too. Oh my gosh. And that's how she found out that her best friend was messing with her man, is because this lady told her that he was in love with two women. One was her best friend and one was pregnant. And she said, thankfully, she doesn't have anything. Child, yeah, if somebody air said, you can't tell me that wasn't God. Like, and listen, amen. Clue said amen. Because baby, 4 years you was in a relationship with him. You got pregnant by him. And you are not positive. That's God right there, girl. Because what? Damn, this whole time. That's why he was trying to knock you off, girl. You maybe should explain that to Makai. So he really understands what the fuck is going on. It ain't her coochie, is what she knows. And that's crazy. Dang. Now, what the fuck? Makai gets out of jail. And Mercer's waiting for him, and then Milo and Malachi is there, right? Why did Law start going ham on them? He said, you niggas try to have a little reunion without me. Fuck you, you big head fat lip fucker. And fuck you, you suit wearing bitch. And fuck you, you wide receiver back having fried cooking ass nigga. Don't call me. Well, I still pulled up. And so Milo goes, damn, why we gotta be all of that? He said, from this point on, don't say shit to me. Now, why y'all left Lil out? You know how he be. Come on now. Bitch. Glacier was pregnant this whole time with twins, bitch. She was pregnant with twins this whole fucking time. Oh. What is going on? Oh. This whole time. This is too much. And he missed out on... My scalp is itching. This is too much. This whole time. Them babies is about to be 2 years old. Child. Anyways. Okay. So I'm now on the fourth book called Mercer of Berkeley, Bred, a series. Now, if you want nasty, this is the nasty. Don't go to chapter 1 immediately. Go to the beginning first, okay? And that's when the nasty is gonna happen. Okay, valet? You deserve it, sis. Your husband ain't shit, and you deserve a good dicking down. But you fell in love with this man in 2.1 seconds, and that was your fault, okay? It was supposed to be only about the dick and then send him on his way, and you said you found your husband. That's where you messed up at, okay? But nonetheless, it was nasty, y'all. If you're looking for a book that's nasty, yeah, Gray really put her foot in it. You know, she ain't dip her toe in it, she put her foot in it. And I appreciate you, Gary. I really do, because when I say I want to hear the nasty, I'm not hear the nasty, but I want to read the nasty. I mean, I want to read the nasty. You feel me? And baby, Gray said, hold my cup. Hold my cup. I finna show you, ho. And did she? and did. Okay, so I realized that when I read the Grey List, I didn't see it as much of a show. But now that I'm reading Mercer, the fourth book in Berkeley, Bred, this literally could be a show, because at the same time Mercer has his thing going on, fucking Milo has his stuff going on. Like, every brother has their thing going on around the same time. And I didn't really peep that in the Grey List, but in this specific series, I'm now peeping it. Like, it's right in your face. And it's crazy that I didn't catch it. It's crazy that I didn't catch it at first. Anyways, child, Valet found out that her sister-in-law is pregnant and she cannot get pregnant. It's going to be hard for her to have children, or she cannot have children. And the love between, even though she's married and she has like $36 million and she doesn't want to divorce her husband because he's going to take her for everything. This is why prenups is a thing, but, and I didn't have a prenup, so who am I? But anyways, long story short, the love that they have for each other is being held back because she's still in a situation with her husband. And honestly and truthfully, he's been cheating on this lady for a long time. He probably been cheating on her way before, but I think she states that after she got the diagnosis that she can't have children is when he started fucking around. And his family knows, but they still smile in her face, and that's why she don't really fuck with them. And he was like, oh, like, why don't you fuck with my family? And she was like, basically, fuck your family, because I know that they know that you out here sleeping around, and they still want to smile in my face, and I really have nothing to do with them. Like, point blank, period. Here goes my goddamn radiator. But it's just, I'm not gonna hold you, I'm not a poetry type of girl, so I kind of fast forward past her poetry parts. Sorry, not sorry. But for the most part, I think they're a beautiful couple. I cannot really get a grasp of how I imagine the boys to look, the men to look. For some reason, you ever seen like on TikTok or on YouTube, like they'll tell you about African tribes that has like the tallest people in the tribes and they have like the darkest skin and they just look handsome. That's what, every time she describes them, that's what comes to my mind, because she always says like they're dark and they're lanky and they got third leg. I'm not saying that that's what's going on in the African tribes. I'm just saying when she describes their looks and how tall they are and they're lanky, it reminds me of the men and the women of those African tribes that are the tallest. You get what I'm saying? If you've never seen them before, I would Google, Africa's tallest tribe, whatever, that's what they remind me of. But anyway, okay, so I finished this series, all right? I think her name is Valley, not Valet. I think it's Valley. I hope it's Valley or Valet. Either way, girl. Oh my gosh. The way he was able to get you divorced from that man was splendid. It was beautiful. It was meant to be. Okay? She finally got pregnant. She'd been pregnant for 3 months. So that means when she first started messing with him, she got pregnant. She didn't think she could get pregnant. That husband just didn't have. I want to say that these brothers got some super sperm, because the way these ladies be getting pregnant immediately, they could be having all types of problems going on with the uterus, and you better believe somehow, somewhere, that sperm gonna find a way, and she's gonna end up pregnant. But yeah, so she's expecting her baby, and I love them together. She's an artist in every way, in every shape and form, and he's an artist too. He's a chef. Chefs are artists, And I just love their relationship. I love the ending. I love the ending of the series, and I would very much recommend it. Okay. all the brothers had their own thing going on, but it just all, I love that each and every one of them had a happy ending at the end, because I can't stand black love being a struggle love. Okay, I can't stand that. For some reason, black love is always equating to struggle love, and I can't stand that shit. Okay, and I'm grateful for Gray for allowing black women to have their happy ending, especially in black men. Okay, because Lord knows, Tyler Perry, people love writing books and movies with black women struggling and never find their happy ending. And I love this, okay? I'm going to move on to another series she got. I'm not sure which one. It is not going to be the next one, okay? I got other books that I need to read. But either way, thank you for listening to me talk about the Berkeley Bred series by Great Huffington. Comment down below of what you thought of this series. Again, if you have not read it, go read it and come back and tell me what you think of it. Each and every book, girl. Each and every book. They all deserve their own a little sentence at least, or paragraph or something. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all. Bye.